Hey, what's going on, guys? Get This Here 101, and today I'm going to show you how to reassemble your PS3 DualShock controller. This is the controller with the vibration on it, so let's get started. First off, you're going to take this pad right here, and you want to make sure that the film thing is on the pad itself and secure. And next, you want to make sure that this notch right here wants to go into this plastic thing. So it goes in just like this. And you do the same for the other side, just like that. Okay, so now that's finished. What you want to do is you want to take your circuit board and you want to put your pad on top of it and put your rumble packs into the circuit board itself. So I will do that right now. You just kind of push them in and they go in just like this and just like this. Let me get this straight. Okay, so once you put the rumble packs inside, there's this really important section of it right here, and that is this strip right here. Now this strip, you want to get in these holes right here. You see these holes on the strip itself? You want to put these holes into these notches here. So you want to put them in the pole, just like so that it is inside the pole. And you want to line it up with this right here, this strip of circuit right here, and into these two holes where the notches are. If you don't do this correctly, your controller will be messed up. Like if you press the R2 button, it'll jump. If you press the X button, it'll lay down, something like that. So after getting them into the holes, sorry, they just fell out of the holes right now. Okay, and there you have it. So you can see the two notches are coming out from here. This notch and this notch. My notch broke. This is a used controller I got, but my notch is broken, so it should actually come up the same height as this one. And it is pressuring this strip onto that circuit strip I showed you on the circuit board, and that's how you get your connection from your respondness. Like if you press X, it'll actually use an X function rather than an R2 function, something like that. You want to make sure that that is pressured onto it very nicely, and that'll keep it from doing anything messed up. So once you have that done, what you can do is put on your analog sticks. So with your analog sticks, you just put them on. Very simple. What we can do now is put on the cases itself. So on this case, on the front case, we can set this aside for now. You want to take all your buttons. I have all my buttons right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. And my pads right here. So you take your buttons and you just put them in. You know the triangle goes on top, square bottom, etc. And they can only go in one way, so no worries if you don't remember. So once you have your buttons in, what you do is you take this pad right here, and you want to make sure the black is facing towards you. This is what touches the pad, which is on the green part right here, to respond, and you just kind of put it on top. Make sure that this is vertical. This is horizontal like that, and you place it right on top of it. It can only fit one way, so no worries if you don't know what I'm talking about. And you just now take your D-pad, which is right here, and put them in here. And remember that part I told you not to lose? You have right here. Now how you put this in is you don't put it straight up like this. You kind of put it at an angle, and I'll show you here right now. So what I'll do is put it on an angle on the outside, just like this. So it should look just like that. And now you take your pad thing right here and you place it on top, and there you go, it is secure. Okay, next up you want to take is this right here. First, before you do that, you want to put your PSN button into it. So you want the PSN button facing like this, and put it into the controller just like so. You can actually put your finger on the bottom just to support it, and there you go, it goes right in. And you take your pad right here and you put it right on top. just like that, and you have everything just like that. Next thing you want to do is put your circuit board into the front pad. How you do this is you want to flip this over and you want to kind of put it in sideways. Make sure this thing doesn't turn all the way so the buttons fall out. So this is a very patient process. Please take your time, and there you have it. It goes on just like this, and what you do now is it doesn't fit in completely, so what you have to do is on the R2 buttons you want to notch it into this 2 poles right here. So you will do that right now, and on the other side you will do the same as well. If you have trouble putting it back on, you can just take it off and reapply it. So like what I'm doing right now, I didn't put it on correctly that well, so I'm going to do it all over again. So, and kind of just rearrange it to where it will fit on. Okay, so once it is on, how you tell if it's on is everything flushes in place, and when you press the buttons they feel pretty good. And I feel they do feel pretty good. And also the R2 buttons are inside the poles right here, in between the poles. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to screw on the circuit board onto the case. So you take the screw that you place separately from the rest and you put it on the left side. So let me do that right now. You don't want to tie this on super tight because you can still, in the future, if you want to mod it or anything, you can easily take it off. All that does is just kind of hold the circuit board in place, kind of like this, what I'm doing right now. Okay, so now what you want to do is put on your R buttons, your left and right shoulder buttons for number 1. And how you do it is you see your number right there. You want to align it with the same number and make sure it's facing 1 just like that. So you don't want, you can put on either side. So how you do this is you slide it in. So you just kind of slide it in just like this. If you see the side right here, I am sliding it in. And it should go in just like this. How you know if it works is when you press it, it pushes that rubber thing right there. Alright? You can feel it that it's pressing. And you do the same for the other side. Okay, so once you have the R2 buttons and the shoulder buttons aligned, you want to take your battery. Make sure you don't forget this, and this is how you put it in. You have your fragile side facing up, and you put it in just like this. Just like so, and you flip it on into its carriage. Now finally you take your back plate and you kind of okay, this is very, you have to be patient with this, and what you do is you kind of use these shields and put them over it like so, so it flushes on just like that. You will have a gap there, it is alright, and you kind of lay it down into its carriage. Just like so. Okay, and now what you can do is just clip everything together, and you'll hear several clicks to assure you that the controller is secured. If we just clip it right here, and that was a huge click. And there you go, guys. So that is how you assemble your PS3 controller. Lastly, you want to do is take these 5 screws and put them in. How I put these in is I drop them in and they automatically kind of just fall into their hole, and you take your screwdriver and notch it into there and wiggle it around and it'll get in the hole. When it does, you just screw it in. You also don't want to do this that tight, and you do them with the rest of the screws. Okay, so I'm not going to go over this, but thank you guys for watching this Get This Here 101 on how to reassemble your PS3 DualShock with the 6-axis controller. Thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. If it didn't, If you have any other questions, just ask me in the description below, and I'll gladly help you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just to show you guys some proof, before I leave, I want to show you that this controller completely works. I press the PSN button, and it does work. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.